What's one word to describe Checo?
Oh, in one word.
Resilient.
Humble.
Determined.
Flamboyant.
Push.
He's a fighter.
I just call him lovely.
So we all know you've just celebrated your 250th race start in Formula One, but a lot of people might not know where it all started. When did your racing career begin?
I just started with the dream many years ago.
Esto es Guadalajara. Es donde los Pérez crecieron.
It all began in go-karts when I was 6-year-old, with the dream to one day become a racing driver. It was really nice just playing around with my friends, having good fun. But then I didn't spend much time in Guadalajara. You know, when I was 14, I had to leave home to chase my dreams in Europe. Those were great moments, you know, moments that I will never forget.
I have so many memories with Checo. I mean, he's always very funny.
She's right. He knows me better than I do.
We always have a good laugh, you know, in and out of the car.
He's actually just great to be around. He's really funny, he's really humble.
Hey, mate. Really easy to speak to. Yeah, just generally just a nice guy.
Checo's a great guy. I mean, he's a very popular member of the team. He's a mean golfer.
Sometimes also a bit clueless in a good way,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
which I like.
What?
I'd known Checo for many years. He drove for a team I had in Formula 2 before coming into Formula 1. He has a huge following in Formula 1 and it's easy to see why. I think that final season with Racing Point, that victory that he scored in Bahrain against the odds from the back of the grid, it would have been a great loss to Formula 1 had he have bowed out at that time.
I was very happy for him because he had no ride at the time where I think he deserved to be in Formula 1.
Wow, I can't believe it. This is just a fantastic opportunity. Thanks to all the team for making me feel so much welcome.
The feeling's mutual, Checo. All a bit emotional back here now.
Don't cry, please.
Checo came in and instantly was like a good fit for the team, like really nice down-to-earth guy, relaxed, fast.
First time I met Checo, it was my first time as a performance engineer as well. So it was quite like daunting, I thought, to meet a race driver first time, but he was so laid back, so chilled.
First day at the track was in Bahrain, if I'm right. And it was really good because we have a lot of good memories over there, so it was also really pleasing to be there and start over there with Red Bull.
My first time that I ever met Checo would have been my first race with the team, which was Russia 21. And I remember going in his room and we were rain delayed for ages. So he asked me to play table tennis against him. And everyone was playing table tennis against him on the massage beds. And I think at that point I was like, yeah, this is going to be quite fun working with this guy.
Esta puerta que le abrió Red Bull la va a aprovechar al mil.
As a family, we knew that it was going to be a great journey, especially at this stage of my career where I'm most prepared to really go for it. It was a massive opportunity.
This is a team that can give you the opportunity of winning every single weekend. So that's of course a huge responsibility. His goal remains the same. He wants to be a world champion. He wants to win races.
Es que día a día Checo se engrana más con el equipo.
I've seen him growing every year constantly, and I think he's always looking for whatever he can do to be a better driver.
Every single team achieves the lap time in a different way. And just learning how the Red Bull car worked and the philosophy behind it, that was the most challenging one.
I think one is experience, two, tenacity, been in pressurized situations many times. And yeah, it was great to have somebody with his experience joining the team, obviously with great success that followed.
I started as number one on his car at the start of this year, so race 2, yeah, it's a pretty special moment for me. We got a pole and a race win.
Wicked! Nice job, guys. Well done. Excellent result for the team.
I think he's incredibly determined. You know, every time he gets in that car, he's going to give it, you know, everything he's got.
The phrase that he uses a lot, the never give up, is honestly one that he believes it. So I think his strong mind is one of the best qualities he has.
He's got really good racecraft, really good overtaker. He never gives up really, he's always really determined.
He's always pushing, he can come from behind, and he's fast and he's really smart.
And he was always very good on tires and stuff, and it's not easy to understand these kind of things.
Really, really amazing drive. That last stint was on fire. Well done, mate.
I think my racecraft, for example, it all comes from karting.
And tell us about Donas.
Well, he was my mechanic throughout my karting career. He was pretty much my second dad because my dad was always away working. Yeah, we basically went karting all around Mexico with him.
Bueno, con Checo, pues se veía que traía muchas ganas de ganarle todo el tiempo a su hermano. Para él no había carreras mejor que correr contra Toño.
I was always racing drivers with a lot older ages, probably 6-7 years older than me at least, and that really gave me an edge on racecraft.
He was the smallest of every single category he was driving. So that's what I found out that, oh my God, this guy has some talent, especially because he always drove in used tires or rain tires.
Ya tenía otras cualidades, ya pensaba más en ganar y se enfocaba mucho en sus tiempos, en ser rápido. Ahí fue cuando ya vimos al Checo que demostró todo lo que había aprendido en esos carros.
Well, I knew that the challenge just started, you know, and I know how quickly you can get into Formula One, but also how quickly you can leave the sport. So I knew that once I got that contract, really the challenge just started. It's great to look back at it 13 years after and yeah, feel proud of it.
I think he works so hard. Like, there's a lot of things that people don't see away from track on how hard he's working. Like, he's constantly just got sheets and sheets of data in his room, and he's really kind of technically minded in that sense. And he's incredibly determined. Yeah, he deserves it. So when he gets a win, he really deserves it.
Vamos! We dominated this weekend.
Baku, Checo's record there, and Checo's record with the team at Baku, it's been, well, second to none. He's leading podiums in Baku, which speaks testament for him on the streets. Always special to win, but to win again in Baku, it's spectacular.
Checo is one of the most tenacious racers on a Sunday. He's like a points hoover. No matter where he starts on the grid, he races hard and always makes strong progress during the course of a Grand Prix.
When you're on track, you have a professional relationship, and it's very much to the details, very serious. Off track, it's a bit more jokey. Our relationship has grown through the years. We've had quite a few team dinners. He's very inclusive as a team. It's very much we work as a unit.
I don't think you'd kind of get that he's an F1 driver. He's super down to earth. He loves playing pranks.
We're always pranking each other and everyone around.
Well, there's a lot of stories, but the problem is I cannot tell them. I cannot tell you that.
I think he realised quite early on that he couldn't actually play pranks against me, so now he just gets me on side to try and play pranks against other people. So yeah, he's a really fun guy to work with, and I'm lucky that I work with him.
Red Bull y Checo hoy le han dado alas a un país.
It's amazing to see how he has become a national hero. So it's a huge responsibility.
La checomanía es algo increíble. Checo nos ha unido.
It means a lot, I'm very privileged to have that amount of support from my country.
In our home, for Checo to race there is always special, and it's been really good results there with Red Bull.
It was great, to finally made it into the podium 2 times in a row.
It's something he cherished a lot.
To share that podium with my family, friends, was very special.
But I think now, after experiencing the other two podiums, he wants to win. So I think he wants to see all the photos all singing the national anthem. That will be amazing.
We are in a great moment as a team. We have to make sure that we keep going this way and make sure that we are able to keep evolving onto the next level.
It's been impressive to be part of this team. Let's keep it up. Let's keep pushing. This is how we do it, man. This is the Mexican way.